Almost Black Friday, and I know everybody's crazy busy, so I'm going to keep this short. I want to give you guys 3 quick win tips that if you implement in your business, you're going to get extra sales this Black Friday. So if that sounds good to you, stick around. Because I remember a couple years ago, I've been doing Black Friday for a long, long time. And I remember 2 very different years where one year we thought we did everything right. We did a fantastic promotion and sales were going through the roof, which was great, but we were completely underprepared. We were running around like headless chickens. My team was still there at 1 o'clock in the morning, and we weren't sending our parcels in time. We were just trying to pack them and make sure that our inventory was up to date and that the stuff that was out of stock and sold out was reflecting correctly on the site. It was a nightmare, but we sold a lot of stuff, which was great. But that was really like polar opposites to the next year, where we prepared a little bit differently. And what happened is during the Black Friday period, our office was cool, calm, and collected. We had time to do everything that we needed to do, and we went home on time, which was pretty remarkable. And the thing is that we actually did 8 times the amount of sales the next year around, that second year. And that was kind of bizarre. So like I've learned a lot of stuff that works and what doesn't work. And I wanted to share a couple of those tips with you guys right now to help you guys make sure that it's cool, calm, and collected and that you sell more stuff. Now, if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in doing, then hang around. I'm going to rush through this because I know we're all trying to get ready for Black Friday. So let's jump straight into it. So the first area I want us to focus on is making sure that during this busy period, we don't drop the ball on customer support. Now, it's not just customer support in terms of keeping our past customers happy and answering the phone about when your delivery is going to be there. It's really about capturing more sales through customer support, because so many customers during this very busy period, well, they have this anxiety or this concern of whether or not you actually have stock, that you have enough items, that it hasn't really sold out, and maybe they have some questions around the deals and bundles that you're putting together, and they're going to be sending those questions to you by email, by social media, by WhatsApp, or however you are giving your contact details to them, right? And you want to be responding to those questions as quick as possible, because if you aren't replying to them, well, they're going to go elsewhere. And that's just a simple fact. So if you have to get some extra people on your team for this busy period, or bring in your husband, your wife, your kids, your neighbors, whatever, like help them or get them to help you to answer your emails, answer your social media. You must have people answering that, responding to all of your emails on time. And then the other thing that I'd really encourage you to do, if you don't already have it, is to turn on live chat on your site. Because a lot of people are shopping on your site at work. They know Black Friday is kicking off. They're sitting in their office and they want to be getting in on these deals, right? They're on your site, but they can't phone you. They don't, they need to send a message. And a lot of those customers are onto your live chat. They want to be chatting with you. And why do they want to do that? Because when their boss or superior walks down the corridor, they see they see that they're typing away and they look very busy. So it looks like they're actually doing the work. Meanwhile, they're just on your chat with you or with one of your staff members trying to figure out what your deal is and how they can order it. And if you do that, if you offer great customer service in this time, you are going to get extra sales. So don't drop the ball on this. I know it's going to be busy, but this is an area where you don't want to drop the ball. So how can we use websites and systems to kind of automate the process so that we don't always have people contacting us? We just want to see those orders coming in. Anybody who's got Shopify, the app makes a wonderful cha-ching sound every time you get an order. We want to be hearing more of that, right? So how can we use systems to capture more sales? So Wendy, wonderful to have you on the call here. Wendy's asking, which live chat app do I recommend? Well, there's lots that you can use, a lot that might plug into your CRM. But if you're just looking to get a straight up chat bot that doesn't actually cost anything, then the one I do recommend is called Talk, T-A-W-K. It's a free app on the Shopify App Store. It's owned by Zopium, or I think it's Zendesk, or anyway, just search for Talk, T-A-W-K. You can install it today and you'll have it up and running. You also get an app on your phone so that if you're out and running around, you can chat to customers on an app as if you're talking to them on WhatsApp. Really cool app to get. So you can do that one, no problem. But in terms of other apps and systems that we can implement in our business to capture more sales with our people engaging with us on customer support, well, we really want to use this time and the Black Friday time and leverage the urgency that Black Friday brings. Because everybody knows that Black Friday creates a natural sense of urgency, the same way Christmas does. There's a set deadline, deals are up now, and they're going to come down. That urgency makes customers come to you in a shopping mentality. This isn't a time for research. This is a time to buy. And what we want to do is we want to build on the urgency of Black Friday, and we want to use software to do that. So there's a couple of things you can do. Wendy, I know, who's watching, she's got the FOMO app on her site, or I think she uses a different app. But if you go to the WordPress plugin sections, if you go to the Shopify App Store and you search for FOMO apps, or you do a bit of research, then you can easily find a free one that'll pop up in your site. And what that does, I'm sure you've seen this on other people's sites, is in the bottom left of the screen, it pops up and says, Karen from Cape Town just bought this product. And then a couple seconds later, it's like, Zunele from Pretoria just bought this product, and it keeps popping up. And that stuff, like, us people in the game, we know it's not real. We know that that's fake. And for us, it can almost seem like, oh, that's a bit, is it untruthful? Is it causing, like, would customers know that we're not getting these kind of sales repeatedly through the site? But customers don't know that. It does create a sense of FOMO, a sense of the fear of missing out, and it does increase sales. So this is a time where you want to leverage the urgency of Black Friday and do it more with the FOMO app. But there's two more things I can suggest. If you have some great deals, like the deals that people are coming to your site to find, put a countdown timer on that. Say we got 10 hours and 53 minutes left on this deal, because that increases a sense of urgency, because now they know the deal's going to end. And one other thing we can do is to have the amount of products that's available, that's remaining, and kind of put that loud and in people's face, even if you have to do it manually, because we all know that stuff ain't true. When you go to Zando and it says, you click on the color that you want and your shoe size, and it's like, oh, there's only 2 remaining. You're like, oh, geez, I better get it now because there's only 2 remaining and this is what I want. It's not truthful. It's not right. It's just a FOMO app it's just a sense of creating urgency through scarcity. And no good offer is a great offer without a sense of scarcity or urgency. Any deal, if you listen to radio campaigns or TV broadcasts or anything, any deal that is really crushing it always has a sense of urgency. And you can do the same on your website using these simple apps and tools. Cool. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, the last one for this morning, some quick win actions that you can implement in your business right now to get extra sales through the Black Friday period. Here's the last tip for you. It's about capturing customers who come to your site but then go elsewhere. And how do we do that, right? Because it's a real issue at this time of the year. Black Friday, Christmas, people are just shopping, and a lot of them are just looking for price. And that's not a great place to be, especially if we're not the cheapest. But we want to be competitive, but I don't like always being the cheapest. But we can stay top of mind. If somebody comes to our site and leaves, what we can do is we can still capture them. If you don't have abandoned cart email set up, you got to do that. You should have done this a long time ago. Abandoned cart emails, what that means is that when somebody comes to your cart, put something in the cart, they add their contact details, but then don't pay. Well, you can set up an automatic email that goes to them like a couple hours later that says, hey, don't forget about this order that you were about to place. And if you can do that, it'll bring back about 7 to 11% of those customers back and convert them into paying customers, which is easy cash. The other thing you can do, and you should be doing, is remarketing these customers, especially during this period. When customers are going from site to site looking for a gift for themselves or somebody else, maybe they're price comparing, they might actually forget that they were on your site. Maybe they forgot the URL or the name of your shop. They were there, they found the thing they wanted, and now they don't know where it is. Remarketing is the answer, especially during this period, especially when you got deals. And you can include a sense of urgency into the remarketing campaign to say, this deal is almost over. Black Friday deal's coming to an end. You can create that urgency through the remarketing ads. And of course, those are the adverts that follow people around the internet, through Facebook, through Gumtree, the news site, the weather, whatever people are looking at, your ad pops up and it says it's about to end, and people are going to click on that, come back to your site and convert. Very easy, very simple. You'll get more sales. The last thing you can consider adding to your site, to your product pages, is a back in stock app. So if you are worried that you're going to run out of stock, and if you can extend the same deal, the Black Friday deal, if you can offer that again in like next week or the week after, then consider adding a back in stock app on your pages. And you could actually do this the whole year round, right? But you should have it now. What that means is that when your product page sells out and you've got no more inventory left, it doesn't say out of stock. It says, give us your email address and we'll let you know when we've got more stock. And it's a wonderful way to get leads and to capture people who were looking for the product, they wanted to buy it, they missed out, and the week after Black Friday, you can give them a call and say, hey, like, we got more stock, and guess what? We can do the same deal, or maybe not the best deal, but we can still help to get those sales. Now, all of these things are easy to implement, and that's what I wanted to give you guys today. A quick short synopsis of some quick win actions that you can implement in your business straight away to get more sales. So my exercise or my tip, my request to you guys is just to pick 2 of the things that I've spoken about right now and go and implement those in your website before tomorrow, today or tomorrow. Just get that done before Black Friday kicks off. And then if you got time, come and rewatch this video and pick another 2 and implement those 2 into your site. And if you can just implement a couple actions, these quick wins into your site, you're going to get more sales. Doesn't that sound like an easy exercise? So that's what I want for you guys. I want everybody to be selling the lights out next week on Black Friday. So good luck with your campaigns. I hope you crush it, and let me know how you did at the end of it. Cheers for now.